friends. Grab your feathered quills and finest waistcoats. It's time to rewrite the rulebook. The year is 1787, and the Founding Fathers are about to gather in Philadelphia for a brainstorming session so intense, even Benjamin Franklin left his kite at home. The Articles of Confederation were officially wearing out their welcome. They were like that rickety bridge everyone tiptoes across hoping it won't collapse. And after Shays's rebellion, many realized this government couldn't protect the Union, couldn't collect taxes, and couldn't even pass a strong opinion without unanimous consent. So, 55 delegates from 12 states, Rhode Island, ever the rebel, skipped the party, crammed into Independence Hall under a sweltering summer sun to say, let's fix it. But spoiler alert, instead of tweaking, they tossed the articles into history's recycling bin and started fresh. Enter George Washington, presiding over the convention like a calm, statuesque referee. He barely spoke, but when he did, everyone listened. Even the flies stopped buzzing. Then came James Madison, the father of the Constitution. Small in stature, huge in ideas, and probably the only guy who brought detailed notes instead of dramatic speeches. Madison proposed a strong federal government with 3 branches: legislative, executive, and judicial. It was like building a machine with moving gears, each one keeping the others in check. And let's be honest, who doesn't love a good power struggle? But wait, here comes drama. The big states wanted representation based on population. The small states cried foul, worried they'd be smothered like croutons in a salad of giants. Enter the Great Compromise, thanks to Roger Sherman, who suggested a 2-house legislature, one based on population, the House, and one with equal representation, the Senate. And just like that, tempers cooled and the quills kept scratching. Then came the 3/5 Compromise, ugly but historically real. Enslaved individuals would count as 3/5 of a person for representation and taxation, a deeply painful reflection of the contradictions baked into the young republic, a fight that would echo far beyond 1787. And just when you thought it was over, someone shouted, "Hey, what about a president?" Voices rose. Should he serve for life? Be elected by Congress, crowned with a tiny liberty tiara? The Electoral College was born as a compromise. Not perfect, but it got the job done. And yes, George Washington was everyone's obvious first pick. He could probably have been crowned Emperor of America if he'd asked nicely. On September 17th, 1787, after months of sweat, argument, and more parchment than a wizard's library, the Constitution was signed. But not everyone was clapping. Some said, "Where are the rights?" Others said, "This gives the government too much power." And some just really missed the articles. But the framework was laid, stronger than before, smarter in design, and built to grow. The United States had its rule book, but it still needed something to guard the soul of the revolution. Because what good is a shiny new constitution if it doesn't protect your freedom to speak your mind, worship your way, or tell the government to take a hike? And that, dear friends, sets the stage for the next vital step in the grand American experiment. Coming up next, the Bill of Rights, guarding the liberties won, where free speech, fair trials, and the right to keep your powdered musket take center stage.